So here are the two things that controls every human being, and I feel it's something that's very important. Okay, number one, that if you don't know, but now you know. Number one is the mouth, and number two is the mind. And either one of these two things that has control over people, if you don't know how to use it, it's either going to raise you or it's going to break you. So let's start with number one, which is the mouth. Okay. I think it was Les Brown that one of the motivational speakers that says, when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. And even in the Bible, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So ye shall decree a thing and it shall come to be. So the mouth has a major area of control that it has over every human being. And if you don't use it carefully, it becomes your weapon of destruction and it becomes your weapon of blessing. And whatever comes out of the mouth usually is triggered from the mind. Okay? So the mind controls what comes out of the mouth. For example, when you meet people who are desperate or they are going through stuff and they're not used to how they communicate, the first thing that you get to know people is the word that they say. Open as a man thinketh, so is he. That was what Napoleon Hill wrote in his book, Think and Grow Rich. And I recommend that you read that, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. So it does not matter what part of the equation that you are in, whether you are on the side of a very religious person or you are on the side of non-religious person, whatever you believe in. But it's the same common principle that controls everybody, the mind and the mouth. Now, you could have a good mind, but you don't know how to use your mouth correctly. Or you could have a good mouth, but you don't know how to use your mind correctly. So two of those has to align to make the body function properly. Remember, when people go through depression, what is the first thing that they usually say? They need a psychologist. What does a psychologist does? It checks the mind. So what does the mind does? The mind controls the entire affair of the body. So when people are going through spiritual cleansings because they feel something is haunting them down, it's where does that come from? It's from the thought of the mind. And from the thought of the mind, they communicate that. And while they communicate that, it affects their whole entire system. Remember, when something is not working to your advantage or something is happening that you don't feel good about, like before you get sick, your body starts sending some signals to your brain, to every tissues in your body, including your eyes, and you start feeling that something is not going on in your system. And before you know it, the translation comes from your brain, and from your brain you're able to communicate to the doctor or anybody that you want to get healing from, and tell them that I feel a certain way in my body or something is going wrong. Remember, when somebody is going through forgiveness, the first thing they say, they have to let go. Remember, when you want to move to the next level, the first thing that's always said is that you need to let go of the past. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. So the two things that controls a man, now you have to know this, that it doesn't matter what is happening to you or the kind of sickness that is in your body or what you want to overcome or the fight that you're standing in front of, that the fight that is standing in front of you. If you're able to communicate the right message to your mind and to your body, something happens that create a change. It may look like something that wanted to drain you, but all of a sudden you discover something that pushes you up. Okay? So that is what keeps people down, and what elevates people is what they speak. So you're careful about the people around you and the word they say. And if you're in business, the best way of communicating is being able to listen to what comes out of your mind, no matter what is happening around you and around the business. You have to communicate the reverse side of what is happening to you. If it's good, you have to communicate good. If it's something that's not positive the way you're going, you have to train your mind to still communicate good, even when things don't go the way you want. So I hope you learn from this one. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.